Hello and welcome to part 3 of the chapter on Python fundamentals. I hope you have watched the previous parts of this particular chapter. If not, you can always refer to them. The links are given in the description. So our today's topic of discussion is a basic structure of a Python program. So let's begin with the concept of comments. So what are comments? Comments are additional readable information in Python which clarifies the source code. So if you want to give some additional information along with the source code so that the source code is easier to understand, then these additional information are known as comments. Comments are basically of two types. First is single line comments and the second is multi-line comments. So let's try to see them one by one. So before that, let's say we have this Python code. Here we can say that the ones which are enclosed in triple quotes, these are multi-line comments, and the part which is enclosed by a hash symbol, whatever we write after the hash symbol, it will be considered as a single line comments. Whatever will enclose within triple quotes, those will be considered as multi-line comments. Okay, so let's try to understand it with the help of an example. Let's say we have this particular Python code. So it is a very good practice to give the name of the program as a comment, as a multi-line comment before beginning the program. So let's say this is a program, this is for finding out the Fibonacci series. You need not know what a Fibonacci series is now, it is a topic of class 12, but now you just need to know about comments. So I am going to write about multi-line comments. What are multi-line comments? If the comments is spread across more than one lines, then it is known as a multi-line comment. So let's write the name of the program at the top. So for that, what we will do, we will just start with a triple quotes and then we'll write the name of the program. Let's say I want to write a program in Python to, let's say, display the Fibonacci series up to nth term. And then when I'm done, I need to close this particular comment section with the help of a triple quote itself. Now, this is known as a multi-line comment. Why it is known as a multi-line comment? It is known as a multi-line comment because the text of the comment is spread across more than one line. And if I run it, there will be no effect on the program run because of whatever I have written in a comment. Let's say I'll just run it. You need not understand the logic of this code now. Then you will get the output. Let's say I write something else there along with this. If I write it, after that, even if I run it again with the same set of inputs, I am getting the same result. So you should know that comments do not have any effect on the output of the program. So this is known as a multi-line comment. Next we will come to a single line comment. Okay, so for a single line comment is spread across a only one line. Let's say you were unable to understand this particular program and I have explained it to you today. So today is 12th of June. Let's say I have explained it to you in 12th June, and after a few days when you revisit this program, you might forget whatever I have explained you regarding this program. So for the explanation part, what you can do, you can write whatever I have said as a comment. Okay, so as you can write it as a single line comment. Now let's say I want to know, you had confusion regarding the statement called return 0 and I have explained it to you. What you can do, you can just simply give a single line comment after this. Single line comment, we can give it with a hash symbol, and whatever you write after the hash symbol, it will be ignored by the Python interpreter. Let's say the meaning of this is it returns a value. Okay, in this way I can give a comment here. Now this comment will have no effect on the output of the program. Let us see it. I have written what? I have written returns a value, then I have saved it, and then I will run it with the same set of inputs. I am getting the same output. That means you should know that comments are for easier readability and understandability of the programming lines of code. They do not do anything else apart from that. It is only for the requirement of the programmer. It is a good practice to give comments at various parts across the program. Let's see the theoretical part of it. So as I can see in this program, this part, the part enclosed within triple quotes is a multi-line comment, and the part enclosed within hash, it is a single line comment. You can give single line comments or multi-line comments across anywhere within the program. Let's go to single line comments, the theoretical part of it. If the additional instructions in Python is spread across a single line, it is called as a single line comment. So whatever additional comments you want to give, if it is spread across only one line, it is known as a single line comment. It is denoted by the hash symbol. So there is a symbol both for multi-line comments and single line comment. If you want to give a single line comment, the symbol used is the hash symbol. For example, in our program code, this the part after the hash, which is colon, signifies a block. It is a single line comment and it will be ignored while running the program. Let us go to multi-line comments. If the additional instructions in Python is spread across more than one line, it is called multi-line comment. As I have shown in the example, before the start of the example itself, I have written the name of the program along with the help of multi-line comments. Why I have used multi-line comments? Because the instructions were a little bit longer. If the instructions are longer, you should use multi-line comment. It is denoted by triple apostrophe or triple quotes symbol. For this, you can either use triple apostrophe or triple quotes. The contents enclosed between triple apostrophe or triple quotes signifies multi-line comments. So whatever you will write within triple apostrophe or triple quotes, it will denote your what? It will denote multi-line comments. For example, the first two lines of our program, it is a multi-line comment because I have enclosed it within triple apostrophe. Let's move on to the concept of a statement. So what is a statement? A statement is a programming instructions that does something. So whatever instructions we give through the programming language, those instructions are referred to as a program, are referred to as a statement. So this is the program which I am going to write, and after that I will be explaining you what statements are practically. Okay, let's begin to code this particular program. So I'll create a new file and here I'll denote whatever comments are there from beginning. So this is the basic structure of a Python program. So what I can write, I can give a comment here, and what I can write a program in Python to explain the basic structure of, let's say, Python. So here, after I finish writing the multi-line comments, I need to close it. After that, let's say I'll write a statement a equals to 10. This is a programming instruction, so it will be referred to as a statement. Okay, so here let's say b equals to a minus 2. Then let's say I'll write print a plus 2. I've already explained you the meaning of print statement. Then let's say I'll give a block here. Okay, so till now, see, I have written one multi-line comment and these are the programming instructions. So whatever programming instructions we give, these are referred to as statement. So for better explanation, I can just put a single line comment here and I can write here statement 1. Here I can write it as statement 2. Similarly, here I can put a comment to write what? Statement 3. Okay, so these are basically referred to as statements. So what are statements? These are the programming instructions which are given with the help of a programming language. So in the program which we are writing now, these are the statements. The ones which are marked by an arrow, these are the statements. Okay, I have now written only till 5th line. I will be writing the remaining lines. So these are basically called the statements. Let's move on to the concept of an expression. So what is an expression? An expression is any legal combination of symbol that represents a value. So if you do some calculations like a plus 2, b minus 3, these are referred to as what? These are referred to as expression. It is a legal combination of a symbol which represents a particular value. For example, if we consider a minus 2, b, a plus 2, b greater than 5, all these are termed as what? They are termed as expressions. So in our program, this parts a minus 2, a plus 2 and b greater than 5, it is known as an expression. Okay. Next I'll go to a block. So what is block? A statement or a group of statements that is a part of another statement or function is called as a block. So if we want to write a group of statements together so that they will function together as a unit, then it is referred to as a block. It is also known as code block or suite in Python. It has two different names also, which is code block or suite. Let's try to understand the concept of a block. So here till now I think it is clear about statements and expression. Now I am going to start a block. Let's say here I'll write if b greater than 5. About if statements and all, this I'll be discussing in details in the chapter called flow of control. Now you just have to know that if is an what it is a selection statement which selects based on the condition. This b greater than 5, it is the condition and it is also known as an expression. So here if b is greater than 5, we need to do certain set of actions. So those set of actions will be put under a block. Now for beginning a block, you need to start with the colon symbol. Okay, here I can give a comment also that colon signifies a block. Okay, after beginning a block, as I press the enter key, you will find that the cursor has not come from this particular point, it has come from a different point. That means these blocks are written not from the end of the line. This some gap is left from the end of the line and that gap is known as the indentation. Always remember, block should be written within some indentation. Indentation is the space which is left in a block. Let's say within a block we can write one statement also, we can write more than one statement also. Let's say we'll write two statements here which says the value of b is greater than 5 and second statement we can write as print decision making is fun with Python. Okay, now if I, so these are the two statements which should be within this block. Now as I press enter key, the cursor will again come as an indentation. That means it will leave some space from the left hand side. But now the block is complete. Once the block is complete, you should begin again from the leftmost side. So how to take it to the leftmost side? Just press the backspace key and it will be taken to the left hand side. Now if this condition is true, only then this particular block will be executed. So if it is false, I can just give it another selection statement which is the else statement, and within the else statement also I want to start a block. So here also I need to give a colon symbol and press the enter key. As I press the enter key, it has left some space from the leftmost part. So here let us write what? Print value of b is less than 5. Okay, so our program code is complete now. Now let's go back to the slide. Okay, so what is block? A block is a statement or a group of statements that is a part of another statement. So block is a part of another statement. Now in our program it is a part of if b greater than 5 and it is also a part of the else statement. So let's move on to the next slide. So this was our program code and this is one block and this is the another block. So here in this program code, how many blocks do we have? We have 2 blocks. Next, let us go to indentation. What is indentation? An indentation or indent is an empty space at the beginning of a line to signal the start of a new paragraph or block. So whenever we are beginning a block, you should leave some space towards from the leftmost side, and that space which you will leave, it is known as the indentation. Python uses indentation to create blocks of code. Now, why is an indentation required? Indentation is required for creating blocks of code in Python. Statements at the same indentation level are a part of the same block or suite. Now, whatever statements are within the same indentation level, like in our code, which were a part of the block, print value of b is more than 5 and decision making is fun with Python, these two were the part of the same block. Instruction requiring a block has a colon. As I have already mentioned, for starting off a block, you should give the colon symbol. It's not that you can start a block anywhere. There are various rules for starting a block, which we shall be discussing in the flow of control. This is just a brief overview of the basic structure of a Python. We should keep this in mind that we cannot unnecessarily indent a statement in Python. We cannot indent a statement as we want. There are certain rules which are to be followed during indentation. I'll say you the rule. Python will raise an error for that. So if we indent a statement unnecessarily, then Python will raise an error for that. Let me show you what these two lines meant. So here, if I consider this code, the 7th and 8th lines, these are a part of a block, and the statements within a block should be at the same indentation level. See, these two are at the same indentation level. Now, if I try to break the indentation, how to break the indentation? If I give a space bar here, that means the indentation has broken. As you can see towards the left hand side of line number 8, I'm getting a warning symbol, and from code analysis it is found that it is an unexpected indent. Here I have done some indentation. Indentation is required because block is there, but you cannot unnecessarily indent it. It has to be indented at the same level. If the second line is indented from this level, then the first line should also be indented from this level. If within a block, if you are trying to break the indentation, then you will get an error for that. So let's try to save this program with some name and run it. Let's say I'll just write basic underscore p dot py because it is the extension of a Python programming language. Then I'll just save it and then run the program. So as I run the program, I'm getting an error. Read the name of the error: indentation error, unexpected indent. So you cannot indent a statement unnecessarily in Python. Okay, so this is what the special note meant. So now this is our Python code which we have written just now, and this part, the parts highlighted with both side pointed arrow, it is the indentation. Okay, it is referred to as what? It is referred to as the indentation. So here now if I run this program, what I'll get? I'll get the answer as 12. Value of b is greater than 5. Decision making is fun with Python. Now why has this output come? So at first a is assigned the value of 10. Then b equals to a minus 2. What is a? A is 10. 10 minus 2 is how much? 10 minus 2 is 8. So now what is the value stored in b? The value stored in b is 8. After that, what is done? Print a plus 2. What is a? A is 10. 10 plus 2 is how much? 12. So the first line of output has come out as how much? The first line of output has come out as 12. Now in the sixth line, what I have given, if b greater than 5, that means it will be checked now. Now what is the value of b? The value of b is 8 minus 10 minus 2 is how much? It is 8. So 8 is greater than 5. It is true or false? Yes, it is true. If a particular condition is true, then the following block will be executed. What is written in the following block? Value of b is greater than 5 and decision making is fun with Python. Therefore, these two lines has come in the output. Now this is called as a selection statement, and here the selection statement is if else statement. If the part within true becomes if the part within if becomes true, then the part within else will be ignored. Therefore, we are not getting the output like value of b is less than 5. Now let's modify the code a little bit. Instead of greater than symbol, let me give here b less than 5. So now if b is less than 5, b is not less than 5, so this part will become false. So let's see what will be the output now. Our output now is 12, as I've already explained, and value of b is less than 5. Why value of b is less than 5 has been displayed? Because I have given the condition to be checked as if b less than 5. But now the value of b is how much? Value of b is 8. So since 8 is not less than 5, therefore this part has become false. Therefore the part within the else part has been run here, okay, which is value of b is less than 5. So that's all about the basic structure of Python programming language. We'll be discussing all this in the details in the upcoming classes. I hope that this session was useful. Thank you very much.